Oh, how's it everybody? In today's video, I want to share something special with you guys. We made an investment. We went ahead and got ourselves a 2013 Model S P85. And here it is in front of us. This is our new Tesla. This is our journey into a new lifestyle. You know, X amount of years of my life. You know, we've been always going to gas stations, and here we took that next step to getting a electric car, our first electric car, and we'll see how that goes, how this new lifestyle, this new journey. And so with this video, I want to document the car as is, kind of how we got it. There's some things that we had to remove to bring it back to its original state. But this is it in front of us. This Model S is in the Dolphin Gray Metallic. Just going around looking at it. It's pretty much a large, I'd say a mid-sized vehicle. You know, its competitors were supposed to be like the BMW M5, the 5 Series, the Audi A7. So a lot of those bigger, I guess you'd say, luxury sports cars. But this is it. It's got daytime running lights. I love the front end. It's beautiful. This car is not so much long, but it is wide. Let me step back so you guys can see it. It's just, I love the fenders on it. Let's take a walk to the back. I can show you the hips from the rear. Massive flares on the side to accommodate the large wheels. And so I just want to highlight some of the things that, you know, steered us to going this route with the electric, or in this case, this Model S. But I just love the styling as is. Stock, we have 21-inch rims, the turbine rims. This is an older model Tesla, so it didn't have the side cameras yet. The only camera that it does have is a reverse camera. Since we're in the front, let me go ahead and pop the frunk for you, the front trunk. This car has, because there's no combustion engine in it, and this is your frunk. And because this is the rear-wheel drive version of the Model S, in other words, it doesn't have the front motor, it only has a rear motor. Therefore, that cavity you see back there would have had all the, I guess, the components to make it all-wheel drive with the dual motors. But since this one is just the rear-wheel drive, you actually gain that extra space. So in the front here, one more time. So I just have all our cleaning products in here, the charger cable, some extra jackets. And then you have all the space here for anything that you want to keep in the car that maybe you don't want to smell up the interior. In other words, if you have, you know, take out garlic chicken, just saying, you put it here inside the car and you don't have to stink up the rest of the car with food smells. So that's the front end. It wasn't until 2016 that they took away the front nose cone. I happen to like this nose cone. I think, to me, it's a nice transition from your traditional vehicle that typically has a grille. In this case, a faux grille, yeah. But I guess with the direction that I would go with this vehicle, as far as modifying it, I would love to go with the VIP style. So that works for us, that it has a grille, it has chrome, large, you know, enormous space for large wheels, as is. And I had to document the car. We had it for about maybe approaching a month now. We've already done some minor modifications, such as we put some rim savers on this nice protective trim around here. Because I'll be honest with you, on the second day of ownership, driving in Sam's Club, already had curbed the rear passenger side, and from the previous owner, they had left their mark as well. So that's that, the rim savers. It's a Tesla thing, apparently, that they put on low profile tires that don't protrude past the rim, so the rim is exposed. I just put on brand new lug nut covers here and a new center cap, just to add some contrast. The original ones are gray. And yeah, lucky for us, the car is tinted already. A little cool feature right here is the retractable door handles. I like that. So, you know, when you're in the car, I like to think of it as a safety feature, that no one can actually come up and open your door. Granted, it's locked and retracted like that. Yeah, just a nice vehicle overall. And this was what was also important for us. And maybe in a future video, I'll show you how it works. Oh, not how it works, but how we would take advantage of the space here. In other words, they have videos out there of other people putting mountain bikes in the back of the Model S and leaving the wheels on at the same time. Yeah, not having to remove the front wheel. You know, between like the Model 3, the Model Y, the Model X, the Model S has the largest opening as far as the width here. And so that was perfect for us. So the Burromax does fit in here. And yeah, it's perfect for our lifestyle, which is the reason why, because we were looking at Model 3s where that was a consideration, but when I realized that the Model 3 just has a traditional trunk, that was a no-go. You know, we had to have something that the bikes could fit inside. So in others, what I'm saying is that the front seats do, not front seats, but the rear seats do recline. And on top of that, you also have this enormous trunk space here. I mean, cubby hole below. So, I mean, you got storage space below, storage space in here, storage space in the front. In other words, you can put luggage in the rear, carry-ons in the front, and have all 5 passengers, full-size adults, comfortable in here. Ooh, I like that, huh? Yeah. Show you guys the back seat. It's already dedicated to wheelie. So in the back seat here, yeah, pretty much this is all for wheelie. And you get his car buddy in there. So, a unique fact about the Teslas, I don't know if that pertains to all Teslas, but in this case, the Model S here, the body is made out of aluminum. Looking around, if I had like a magnet to show you guys, just take my word for it. Doors, trunk, all that, with the exception of the bumper covers, which is urethane. This is all aluminum down to the frame. Even majority of like the lower control arms in the suspension is all aluminum. And so that's what Tesla did to cut the shave down on the weight. This is a heavy vehicle. This one comes in at 4,700 pounds. So, I mean, give you an idea. Our truck out here, that's 3,700 pounds. This is 47, and majority of it, you know, you can assume comes from the battery. Something that I really, so why the P85? The P85, which is like, you know, in Honda terms, Honda Civics, this would be like the SI. This is not the Type R. The Type R would be plaid, the plaid version of this. But this one comes with air suspension. And we'll be exploring that in the future. Mark my word. Right now, I do have it in the lowest stance. And so in other words, if you go into places like a parking garage, steep driveways, you can actually lift up the car. There's like 4 different levels that you can lift it up. But yeah, that was like stuff that I was all like jazzed about, that, hey, you get large rims to begin with. 21s is the biggest rims I've ever owned from factory. Prior to this, probably the largest rims I ever had was 19s. Yeah, push that out, step inside. Welcome to our big boy. That's the nickname of this vehicle. So here we go. We're inside the Model S P85. I just charged it up to 90%, so it's coming in at 254. Let me turn off the AC, so just in case you guys can't hear me well. But yeah, so from factory, the most charge that you can get out of this is 265. So at 90%, yeah, I had it at 255, currently 254. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about it being an older model, it doesn't have full self-driving, it doesn't have autopilot, it doesn't have all the extra cameras. But what it does have navigation on it, Bluetooth connectivity. Let's see. So, you know, the things that I really like about it is, well, while we're here, it does have a sunroof. These early model Teslas are the only ones that come with a sunroof. When I say early models, the first year that the Model S was released was in 2012, and this being the 13, the second year. And yeah, this is the one with the panoramic sunroof. This car came with Huerocoles with the Tesla logos, obviously, carbon fiber trim, got leather throughout on the door cards with soft touch plastic here, and nice Alcantara suede on the headliner. So let's go on. So suspension, this is what I was talking about. So right now we have it in low, and you can drive it around in very high. As long as you're under 20 miles an hour, it will stay in the highest point. And then this one is good up to 35. And then once you go past 35 miles an hour, then it goes to the standard height. And then you can actually adjust, you know, at what speed do you want the car to drop down on its own. Select the speed that you want it to be in its lowest stance for more aerodynamics and handling. So right now I just have it turned off, never going low, just because, yeah, right now let's rock it stock. Let's see, anything else so right there, this is the one I was telling you, you can adjust how much you want to charge it up to. They say don't charge the battery any more than 80 or 90%. The reason being is when you charge it up, the battery does heat up, and so that's what kills the batteries is heat, or anything electronic for that matter is heat. So you don't want to go past 90. And okay, interesting fact here, this particular Model S, the early ones, I think up to 2015, maybe 2016. If you guys know, you guys can help me fact check that. But what I'm getting at, this one comes with free supercharging. So if you guys are familiar with Per Ridge Mall, between Longs and Sears underground, and was that ground level parking, that's where they have the Tesla superchargers. So check this out, for life, as long as we own this vehicle, or if somebody else was to purchase this vehicle, they'll always have free supercharging. And this car also comes with free, what is that, internet, LTE. Right now it's connected to the Wi-Fi, so which is good. So whenever I come home, the car will do all its software updates. So over here is checking for updates, and everything is up to date right now. But yeah, there's our mileage, 51,000 miles, approaching 52. We bought it at 50. Yeah, it was about a little over 50. So right there, premium connectivity included. So how's that, guys? Free connectivity for life, navigation, all that. Free supercharging, in other words, free fuel. Where else can you find a vehicle that comes with free energy? You know, you don't have to pay for fuel for life. I didn't know that. I'll be up and up with you guys. I didn't know that up front. And then, you know, when we checked out this car, and you know, then did my further research, is like, it was a no-brainer. Like, that's why I call this an investment, because once the car is paid off, we're good. You know, it won't cost anything to drive it. I do charge it at home over here. We have a 240, what's that? outlet, so we do have the charger, but for the most part, yeah, that's awesome. You can't go wrong with that. So I mean, if that's like, I guess the gem of this video is that do consider these older model Teslas because of that free supercharging. Because I watched numerous amounts of other YouTubers online, several videos about how reliable these Teslas have proven to be even after 10 years. A lot of these in the mainland, 150,000 plus, still going on the original battery. So here it is, guys. So I guess the point being is follow along, subscribe, like, share this video, and live through us vicariously. See what our experience is like having a Tesla, an older Tesla on top of that, and see how things goes. And I hope that inspires you to consider getting into a Tesla as well. Anything else? And this was the ultimate reason why we bought this car. Ultimate, double ultimate. For the AC, but also for this feature right here. This is dog mode. You have keep, in other words, you press that on, you walk away from the car, it'll keep the AC on. But this one in particular, dog mode. This is the main reason, believe it or not, this is the main reason why we got into this particular car. And so I'm gonna step out for you folks and show you what that dog mode is all about. So, when we leave the car, let me come around maybe to the passenger side. You guys can see it better. You guys see him? My driver will be back soon. Don't worry, the AC is set to 73 degrees. So that's dog mode. So what happens with this, and there's our dog in his mode, is that now Sarah and I can go to Costco and Don Quixote, and we'll leave Wheelie in a car. We've done, I think the longest we've done with him in the car was maybe 15-20 minutes. But yeah, check it out. That's the I mean, this is dog life. Who would have thought that just because, having a dog that would motivate us, push us to get a Tesla. And that's the main reason. I can't think of any other car that does have. I tried looking into the Hyundais, the Kias, and nobody else has that dedicated feature. I don't know if you guys can see through the sunroof through it, but yeah, that's about it I could think of at this time. Was the fact of that this sedan, in my eyes, is actually a sportback. I didn't know that they actually had it's a hatchback, where it has a hatch, and so that fits our lifestyle. You watching this, fellow bike rider. So you can have a vehicle that looks like a normal sedan that can easily fit a bicycle, or in this case, for us, it's also the Burromax as well. Yeah, I don't know. We see. Maybe we can fit a Surron or a Talaria in there. But yeah, I didn't want to take up too much of you guys' time, but I did want to document this car before we make any more modifications, so you guys can see it for what it is when we first got it. And yeah, and love it just as much as we do. So if you guys have any questions, any positive comments, go ahead and leave them. But this is it. So please, once again, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, so you guys can see what it is like for us as a first-time owners of an electric vehicle, in this case a Tesla. And I don't know, I hope it encourages you to take that step. Can you imagine that? Not having to go to the gas station ever again. Charge at home. If anything, charge at Porridge. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys watching, checking it out. please take the time to check out our merch store at wheeltalk.myshopify.com. And with that being said, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll see what the next video is going to be about. You guys take care. I'll see you guys again. Stay positive. Gee.
Trailer for sailoring. Trailer for sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes, but